Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about the stages of your business and how to properly classify them in order to seek fundings and what type of investors are probably best for you. Now, I'm going to start from the beginners and work my way up to the exiting strategy for investments. So, how about this? You're going to pretty much have the stage of the development of the company activity, the time frame, and the best type of investors. Those are the ways that you should kind of organize your information and classify yourself when you're trying to seek funding. The first stage I will talk about is going to include the stage where you're a beginner and you're just jumping into the market and you kind of only have a proof of concept. That's the stage of development that you're in. Your company's activities only consist of activities that of you brainstorming and your team brainstorming, and only ideas that may have be starting to be put on paper. This usually is about the first 6 to 12 months that an organization starts or a person tries to begin their business. This is like within the first year. And it's best that during this time frame you look for self-funding in order to jumpstart your activities. You want to kind of pull some of your personal resources and try to set aside money in funds just for yourself. The next stage you have would be classified as a seeding stage. During the seed stage, an individual has a working business model or a service has actually been created. This can also take place within the first year to a year and a half of an organization. That's the time frame. It's kind of a step ahead of having concept. It's more so actually putting the events or the services that you're going to have into action. At this point in time, you want to look at your family members, you want to look at your friends, you want to reach into your network in order to find funding. Now we get to the third level of business, and you can call this your startup stage. These are those individuals who have actual trial results. They've tested a product, they've tested the market, and they've been able to work in it, and they have real world experience to back up what their concept was. This takes place within the first year to 2 years of an organization being in its formation in a business that is started. You want to now search out and look for angel investors or partners that you want to go into business with, and maybe possibly securing a bank loan if you're looking to leverage debt. Now we go into our fourth stage of development, and that would be a high growth startup stage. And these individuals that own these business, their concept and their business model has been verified. They have been in operation for about 2.5 years now, and they're actually looking to seek venture capital investments. Venture capitalists you'll find them heavily dominated within the special stage that they sometimes call it. This is also referred to as your high growth startup stage. The fifth stage would be the early stage to your business growing. This would be when you've had steady revenue from your products or services and you've been in operation a little over 2 years now. You want to begin to seek Series A funding. When you begin to expand on your project and you want to expand your business, that's the sixth stage of development, and it consists of positive cash flows. You've profited from your investment and your company is in full production. This normally takes about 5 years for a company to grow to this stage. It's definitely a level where you will want to begin to seek Series B funding from an investor. The seventh stage of classification here today would be the maturity stage. Once your company is mature, you basically have, you're ready to expand and go into new markets perhaps, and you want to basically increase your revenue model. You want to add another stream of cash flow. You want to maybe jump into a different competitive market, and this normally takes about another 5 years. So we'll definitely say that you'll want to expand within your first 5 years of positive cash flows, and then the next 5 years, going into your 10-year mark, you definitely want to begin to secure some Series 6 funding from an investor. Now, the last stage I would kind of say would be an exit strategy. Normally, companies that have been in operation for over 10 years, or once they reach their goal as far as the founders and their personal ideas for where the company should grow and their level of commitment, these firms will normally have been able to capitalize on the success. They've actually experienced positive cash flows. The people who are involved, they're satisfied with the growth of their company and they're ready to move on into other areas. This is when a lot of companies will begin to seek IPO. They'll want to go to an investment firm or they'll want to merge with another company in order to change their position within the market. So definitely during the exit strategy stage, you want to look for an IPO investment of a firm or begin to merge with another company. These are definitely just some of the ways, four simple ways that you should classify yourself and begin to look for funding and seek other sources of revenue when you are a business in development. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.